So if you have your part here and you want to basically just redraw the whole thing and make sure that it's native to Inventor and has all the sheet metal capabilities, it's fully constrained, all that good stuff. So we'll start our sketch on this place, hit project geometry, finish our sketch, do the same thing here, project our geometry, finish our sketch. Now you basically have this sketch and that sketch and our master model that it is referencing from. At this point, we can either break the links, press the link, delete the link. At this point, I'm just going to delete it. And now we have a fixed work point and then a couple other points. So if I go to here, project geometry, so look at it, all this stuff, right click and break the link. And then also delete constraints. So this is the center point. I don't know why it's floating over here, but this point right here should be on the center point. So if we actually look at the origin and project our geometry of our center point, there it is. Don't know why it's over there or what's the deal with it. That's okay though. So I'm going to make these two parallel to each other and perpendicular, and then set our dimensions. Now this is a crazy dimension and this is a crazy dimension. So I would say, tighten those up a little bit, and then we show all degrees of freedom. It can go all over the place. So if this is going to be vertical, there we go. So now this part can move. So I'm going to take this and move that point to that origin spot. So now we have a fully constrained sketch and we know these dimensions. So now we have this dimension here. So I'm going to go into this sketch. Notice that it's kind of off on its own. So I'm going to select everything and I'm going to delete the constraints again. I'm going to delete that. And I'm just going to go through and dimension these things real quick. So dimension here and dimension there. These two are parallel to each other. All right, and these two are parallel to each other. This dimension is going to be 75 degrees, so that's a reference. 75 degrees, that's a reference. So if we right click and say show all degrees of freedom, this thing can kind of go all over the place. So if we drag it, it looks like this is going nuts. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is finish the sketch. This work plane is basically defined there. So I'm going to do a plane on this point to there. Drag that up. I'm going to redefine this sketch onto that work point so that we're jumped over there. So then we can delete this one, edit this sketch. All right, we want these 2 points to be on. So this line here, I'm going to project that geometry. So now it's included. And we can then constrain this point to that point. There we go. And to there. So now we basically have our sketch. It's fully constrained. It's in space like it wants to be. I think this changed from 75 to 150. Don't know why. Let's leave it alone. So figure that out. And then at that point, you'd go to a 3D model, do a patch up here, and a patch up here, and stitch these two together. And then do a radius of thickness times 2, the outside radius. So now we basically have a surface with these 3 things. You could redefine this work plane to be in line with one of the origin planes, which I would recommend, but we're already far gone. So we'd thicken at a quilt at a distance of thickness. And then for a quilt, select this. It's coming to the inside. You hit OK. And there you go. So I think the thing flipped upside down. as far as the angle went. But you get the idea, and then we can create the flat pattern. And at that point, we don't have any of the edges on either side.